Most Amish do use the orange slow-moving vehicle safety triangle as a safety feature on their buggies, including the most progressive Amish, all the way to what you'd consider a more conservative and plainer Amish. Now, different buggies are going to use a variety of other safety features. Those more progressive buggies are going to use all sorts of bright lights, reflectors, even flashing kind of strobe-type lights. The plainest groups, while they still may use the triangle, the rest of their visibility will be limited to maybe some basic reflectors and lanterns. So 95% of Amish do use the safety triangle. However, a small percentage does not. This is mainly the Schwarzentroober Amish group. Found in many states across the country, the largest population would be in Ohio, and this includes thousands of Amish people. Most Amish will agree that the safety triangle is a good idea for their safety. They want to be safe on the roads. They don't want to cause accidents to non-Amish automobile drivers. They're more or less on the same page there, although they have different solutions in terms of the other visibility enhancements they include on their buggies. But why would some Amish refuse to use the slow-moving vehicle triangle? Well, the Schwarzentroober Amish are a very tradition-minded group, and over the years have been very resistant to change. They've tended to be among the most plain, so they use very limited technology. So what are the Schwarzentroober Amish objections to the slow-moving vehicle triangle? Why don't they just use it? Now, you'll hear a few different things. One objection is that this is a man-made symbol. And additionally, the gaudy, bright colors are not fitting with their plain lifestyle. They just find that objectionable to have this super, bright orange implement on their vehicles. Another, maybe even bigger, more important part of this is that the Schwarzentroober Amish, maybe more than any other Amish group, have the attitude of whatever God wills to happen is what should happen, without man's attempts to interfere. The more progressive Amish are going to criticize that approach, and they say, well, you have to take some steps to protect yourself and others. It's just the Schwarzentroober Amish kind of have that attitude maybe more than any other group. Part of that is tied into their strong resistance to change. You'll see this in response to some other technologies such as smoke detectors in their home. So I think it's really a combination of these different objections. The idea of putting faith in God rather than a man-made implement, and just finding the colors of the triangle itself objectionable. Now, this doesn't mean that the Schwarzentroober Amish don't use any type of visibility solution on their buggies. They'll typically have one or two lanterns hung on the sides of the buggies when traveling at night. You may see these hung kind of at different levels, like one lower and one higher, to kind of indicate that this is a buggy. They'll also use the gray sort of reflective tape kind of outlining the back rectangular shape of the buggy. Now, in some communities, the Schwarzentroober Amish have been adopting other solutions to improve visibility. One of these would be the PVC pipe solution. They'll cut two pieces of PVC pipe, and they'll put that on the buggy wheel, kind of opposite each other. And when the buggy wheel spins at night, it makes kind of a reflective, oscillating effect to get attention. And that's something that some Schwarzentroober Amish have found acceptable, not everywhere. In other communities, you may see additional white reflective material put on the backs of those buggies. One Amish minister I spoke to said he felt that helped to improve the visibility of buggies in his community. And that was something he said he wanted to do. Okay, but they're actually just working within a different framework and a different sort of tradition than the more progressive Amish. So there are solutions that these Amish in some cases have accepted, still falling short of the slow-moving vehicle triangle and electric lights to try to improve their safety on the roads. There have been some attempts to convince or force the Amish from this group to use the slow-moving vehicle triangle and or electric lighting, and there's one going on right now in Ohio, which is going to be interesting to see how that plays out. In the past, some Amish from this group have refused to comply with those demands or requirements to the point where they've even gone to jail. A lot of Amish don't agree with the Schwarzentroober Amish approach here, but for safety's sake, working with this group and trying to find a solution to improve their visibility that they also accept and will use, in my view, is the best way to help improve safety in this group. And I know a lot of people, and I can understand, get upset about this when they see some Amish buggies on the road without the triangle, without electric lighting, but I hope that gives maybe a better perspective on kind of where they're coming from on that. Of course, a lot of the cases where Amish buggies get hit are not the fault of the Amish buggy driver. If you look at the cases of DUIs, distracted driving, speeding, and other bad driver behaviors involved in those crashes. And those things sadly happen all the time. In any case, I hope that gives you a little more background on this topic. If you like the video, hit like, and I will look forward to talking to you next time.